for a behind the scenes tour here at the Live Streaming Pros and Geeks Life Studios. So I am going to mute my computer because I always tell you to do that. Welcome, I am Larry Petrucci. If you are not familiar with me, I help you create more professional live videos and integrate that into your marketing strategy to get more views and leads and sales at the end of the day and really give oh boy, I can tell this is gonna be a good day. I can already tell how badly I'm talking today. Where's my coffee? So I help you create a great experience for your viewers, and I am thrilled to take you behind the scenes today here at the studios. Now, if you have been around this community for a while, you know that David tends to build studios galore, but we have kind of narrowed that down a bit, and we are doing we have two main studios at this point, plus my office studio. I'm not going to take you behind the scenes in my office because it's not really a studio, but I do use it as a set from time to time. But today we're going to take you behind the scenes of this studio so you can see, it's all blurred out. So what is actually behind me? How does it run from a technical standpoint? What gear are we using? All of that good stuff. I'm also going to take you behind the scenes at David's studio, which is literally on the other side of this studio. And anyway, so welcome. Say hi. Where are you watching from? I see Holly Smith Williams here. Welcome. Is this your first time, Holly? Let me know. I think we just accepted you into the Facebook group, if I am recalling correctly. Michael Vesa, is it your first time, Vesa? If it is your first time, please give me a big, tell me it's the first time. Just say first time. And we love first timers here. We love people who've been around but never actually said anything. So I'm thrilled to have you all here. I see Rami over there and Lee, and we've got Kathleen and Petra and the comp coach. We've got Rob. Yes, Holly said it was the first time. Fantastic. Welcome. Andreas from Puerto Rico. They said not the first time. My apologies. You know what? I think I remember you popping in here. Enrique, my first time. Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. Petra says, woohoo! It was a woo-wee. The geek inside of me is jumping for joy again, getting to see behind the scenes here at the studios. Mark is here, and let's see, Bernard, Larry, I'm not sure if these questions will be answered. Okay, so we've already got questions coming in. By the way, okay, lots of questions from Bernard there. I'm going to take a second before I answer those. Now, I want you to answer a question because I am going to let you guys drive this show. So you are in the driver's seat. You get to tell me what you want to see first. So the things that we can show you that we're set up to show you is my studio set, this one right here, the production, what I see, how you guys are seeing me. The set itself will take you deep into all of the little nitty, like all of the knickknacks that I have back here. We have David's set, and then we have like the audio setup. We have the production control room, and we have all of the shelving units full of stuff. So the question is, what do you want to see first? Because you're in the driver's seat today, you get to tell me what we do first, and then we'll take it from there. So that is up to you. I thought it would be fun to allow you guys to do all of the driving today. And by the way, if you haven't told me where you're watching from, please do in the comments. We've got Bruce, first timer from Lynchburg, Virginia. Welcome, Bruce. So thrilled to have you here. And we've got my vlog DE from Germany. Again, irregular. All right. So I know Rami is in, oh boy, Africa? Am I right on that? It's been a while since we talked about that. Okay, so everybody is telling me what you guys want to see. We've got Niger from Saludos desde Mexico. And by the way, speaking of Mexico, I think I can announce this. I'm going to Mexico in October. So I don't know where. Hold on. Cabo? Yes, Cabo, because it's for Cabo Press, which is a WordPress kind of mastermind retreat. And Chris Lema puts this on. And if you go to cabopress.com, you can see what I'm getting myself into. It's gonna be amazing. It's at a total resort, and I'm super thrilled about this. It's gorgeous, first of all, but literally what he does is he has his it's a conference, but it's at a resort. Yes, I will be working. I'm totally going to be working. But yeah, everybody hangs out, and his conference sessions are in the pool. So I'm excited. I think I was supposed to announce that. He tweeted it, so I think I'm clear. If not, oh well, you get a sneak peek. So Vesa says wants to talk about tourism. Oh, used to talk about tourism. Fantastic. I actually just did a tourism episode on this show last week, I think it was. And speaking of this show, Eric is from Raleigh, North Carolina. Welcome. Speaking of this show, next week, I am super thrilled to announce this. And I kind of teased you on the last episode about this, but next week is Community Week. This is going to be all about you, all about your success, all about your story. And I am excited to have you guys on this show. Now, what that looks like is a few different things, and I'm not going to tell you all just yet. But one of the things that you can do is if you want to be a part of Community Week and you want to join me here on this show, you can go to livestreamingpros.com/community and fill out the application so that, because I can't just open it up completely. I do need to control it a little bit and have people who want to be here join us, because one of the things, just so you know, one of the things that you can get in trouble with is by opening up a Zoom call is inappropriateness, or people trying to do things that you don't want them to do on live video. And when you're dealing with live video, sometimes you got to think through that process a little bit. So what I've done is created the application that just basically lets me know your contact information, and then what your story is, what you want to share with the community and with me. And I am super excited about this Community Week. So that's going to be what's happening all next week. You are definitely going to want to join. You will be able to be featured if you fill out that application at livestreamingpros.com/community. And then, I'll fill you in on all the details as well. All right, so Jennifer, I'm celebrating another year spinning around the sun today. Jennifer, happy birthday. I think that's what you mean. Welcome and happy birthday. Jennifer is a great part of this community. She is here every step along the way. So happy birthday. She says it's great to be part of the LSP family. Petra is welcoming all the new people here. And by the way, if you are new here, if you haven't really participated and you've been a lurker, this is an amazing community. This show is for you, and I love hearing from you, because it's the only way I can actually help you more effectively is by delivering you what you need. And by you participating, you are telling me what you need. So I'm always listening to you. All right, so I'm going to be announcing kind of what you guys want to see first. By the way, we have 30 seconds to go, but I was letting you guys know that you can drive the show today. You tell me what you want to see first. My set, David's set, or the production room, or all the gear behind the scenes. Nika says, yeah, newbies jump in with both feet. Nika did for sure. Okay. Let's see. We've got Petra in the Netherlands, Vin Ray, Netherlands, William from Dallas. Welcome, William. I used to live in Dallas. Mark, North Carolina. Let's see. Richard, Cleveland is Calgary, Alberta. Welcome to Behind the Scenes here at Live Streaming Pros Studios. That was a mouthful, and I'm thrilled to have you here, and I am excited to take you behind the scenes here at the studios because it's something that we get asked for a lot, and it'll give you some ideas for maybe your own studio, even if it's not as complicated or big as what we have here. What we love doing around here, by the way, my name is Laurie Petrucci. If you're a first timer or if you've not really been integrated into the community yet. And, I've been doing live video for over 10 years, video for 11 years. And one of my passions is to, help you create your own version of what we do here, right? So we help you create really professional live video. And, a lot of that is the tech stuff, but a lot of it is also the set design. A lot of it is also the flow of what you do, your engagement with your audience. It encompasses a lot of stuff. It's just the overall experience for your viewers. And, one of the things that you guys tell me all the time is like, how do I essentially, do what you have done? Well, today's episode, you're going to be able to go behind the scenes and you're going to be able to learn a little bit about how we put everything together. But we've been doing this for a very long time. We've made a lot of investment into our studios, but you can accomplish a lot of the same stuff for a lot less as well. And one of the ways that you can actually put this into perspective for yourself is by grabbing our Set Ideas PDF. It's a freebie for you today. So if you're actually on Facebook, you can leave in the comments the word set. Just type set in the comments, and this PDF, it's got some ideas for sets from our own community members, by the way. And then it'll also give you the budget that they spent on their own studio set. Not including like actual live streaming gear, but like the set itself, right? So you can grab that, or if you're not on Facebook, you can head on over to livestreamingpros.com/set-ideas. Okay, by the way, before we get into this, I have a big announcement about what's coming up over the next week, and I cannot wait to share that with you, so stick around. It's going to be all about you. It's going to be you featured on this show, so I will share with you exactly how you can do that here in a minute. But let's get to the behind the scenes stuff. Are you guys ready? I asked everybody in the comments from Periscope to YouTube to Facebook what they wanted to see first. And you guys are in the driver's seat for today's episode. So I'm looking through all the comments here. And you guys want that set workshop, don't you? Or that set cheat sheet. Okay, so my gauge of the informal poll that I just ran beforehand is that you guys want to see the production room first. Go figure. I could have guessed that. You guys love the production room. Every time we show this, that is kind of what you guys are all into. So keep it coming. Next up, so what we'll do is we'll do the production room first, and then we will show you behind the scenes of the set itself. Okay. So CommCoach is looking for suggestions for behind my own camera, perhaps including distance. Okay, well, we'll take care of you on the ideas here, and then grab that set workshop, grab that Set Ideas PDF and head on over to Livestream. You're on YouTube, so livestreamingpros.com/set-ideas. All right, Philip, are you ready?
Ready.
All right, we're going to take you behind the scenes at the production room. Hit it. Oh, wait, do I hit it?
You hit it.
I'm hitting it. I'm in control now. I have the button pushes. If I do it right. I did not do it right. Hold on. We're going to get this. There we go. So this is the production room. This is where Philip, our producer, sits. And you can see me messing up right there. That's one monitor. That's one computer. Philip, what do you use that computer for?
During the stream, I monitor streams with it, but I also edit on this one.
Okay, so that's his editing machine, and he monitors streams. As you can see, he's monitoring the Facebook stream right there. Now, this is our main production software. We use Livestream Studio, and I'll show you the actual hardware here in a minute, but this is the studio software itself, and this allows us to have him control the entire thing. And what you're going to be able to see here in just a minute is what I'm doing to control Livestream Studio that's way over there on the other side of the room. So he has a couple monitors up there. He's controlling everything. Hold on, before you go down to the gear, the Surface Go, this pretty little lighted box right here is called the Surface Go from Livestream, and this allows him to control all the button pushing in a more simple format. So this is what I love about level 4 gear. And so just a quick explanation of gear and levels. So if you are on your phone, I don't have my phone because he's using my phone to do this behind the scenes tour, then that's level 1 if you're using your phone and nothing else. And then it goes all the way up to level 4, which is additional cameras, additional gear to really make your production shine. So that's what we do here at Livestreaming Pros, and you can find more about the levels at livestreamingpros.com/4levels. Oh, look at him. He's even doing all the URLs and running the camera. Okay, so let's keep going. Now, so that's the Livestream Pro, or that's the Surface Go. Now let's go down to the HD51. So this is the 4K HD51. As you can see, it is a box. This is what is built to do our live streaming show well. And it's kind of, we change boxes out quite a bit. So because of
stacked on top of another one.
Yeah, it's stacked on top of another one. Like, we are always kind of switching up our gear because we're always testing and changing things so that we know, what to use and recommend for you guys to use in your own studio. So anyway, that's why it's kind of a mess down there, because it's always being changed. And all right, so let's now, yeah. You can see all of the craziness with all of our cables. It is always an insane job back there. So Philip is going to, actually, hold on, Philip, before you come over this way, why don't you show them all of the stuff? So like I said, we've been doing this for over a decade. So then this is a small version of gear. We've gotten rid of so much, but this is all our boxes of cables. And this shelf is actually like all of our cameras, our lighting. That shelf is lighting. Oh, hey, there's another live stream box. Lots of cameras, and tape and Bluetooth speakers. I don't know why we have Bluetooth speakers over there. We've got microphones. So we have a ton of gear. So we actually set it up so that it's organized. I know it doesn't look all that organized, but it's pretty well organized. And then we've got, like boxes and boxes and boxes, all labeled so that we know exactly what to grab where we grab that. So we've got, 1/4 to 1/8 inch. We've got quarter audio extensions. We've got 1/8 inch to 1/8 inch. Like, we have all the cables and all the things. So we like to really organize it. And I got to admit that sometimes the thing doesn't actually stay organized. We have a hard time keeping it organized, but we try really, really hard. So that's what the production room looks like. And hopefully that gives you a great idea of what we deal with on the back end. So I'm just going to take a moment while Philip makes his way over into this set to answer a couple of your comments. Let's see, Floyd says the live streaming purge of 2016, something like that. Petra is on a level 4 as well. She says, I'm trying to get stuff sold, too much gear. We are in the same exact position. You wind up, the way we do it, because we are always testing and always teaching, then we wind up with a ton of stuff. Okay, real quick, let's see. Boing, 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 jumping from production room. Oh, Petra's having a good time. Okay, So let's see. Rami says, organized the geek way, Luria. Yes, definitely. And Mike says it looks organized to him. Believe me, it's organized for what it usually looks like around here. We actually Philip had to come in and clean up. Okay, so Sterling is asking about the Blackmagic Web Presenter, and here in a minute, I will show you exactly how I use the Blackmagic Web Presenter. So, first and foremost, since I'm talking about like all this gear stuff, let's head on over to the review unit shelf. Oh, I gotta change. Hold on. I'm doing it. I'm on my job here. Hold on. There we go. So this is the review unit shelf. We get a lot of stuff in and we're always testing stuff. So what we like to do is keep it in one, sorry. I hit the wrong button. So what we like to do is keep it all in one place so that we know what we need to review, what we need to deal with. So that's what that is for there. Now, if you head on over to the side, you see the audio mixer. So because we have two sets, we run everything through an audio mixer. And Philip, don't you actually have to, like, when David's live, we switch over to him, and then when I'm live, we switch over to me?
Yep,
that's right there. 1 and 2. I'm 1, right?
Yep.
Of course I am. Of course I'm number 1. So we have the whole audio mixer set up there. That is a Mackie Onyx, which one, 240? It's on the top. It's right up top there. Mackie Onyx, no, the name there. Yeah, 1202. That's the right. 1202 VL24. And whenever we do a build for our clients, so like we do studio builds for clients who don't want to worry about the tech stuff, right? We always use a Mackie mixer, and we tend to use either an 8-channel mixer or a 4-channel mixer, depending on their setup. Philip, why don't you head on over here so you can get like an overview of the entire setup down here. Okay, so I'm going to switch to Philip here and show you kind of total behind the scenes. This is from the corner of the room, so you see me. Hi. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing here, but you can see way over there, that's David's set back there. So we'll take you behind the scenes of David's set, and that is a bigger set and has a lot more going on as well. So let's see. First of all, we should probably, let me show you this because they were asking about some of this stuff. So this is how I am actually controlling. And so I'm going to get me on screen. Hi. So I'm actually controlling the live stream studio remotely because Philip is, of course, not over at the production room. He is, let me actually pull this and, oops, let me show you. He's right here with his mobile camera. And Sterling had just asked how we're doing that. Come down here a little bit. There we go. We've got the iOgrapher with our light when he needs it and my phone in there.
I took the lens off because I wasn't liking the fisheye on
okay. Yeah, you probably had one of the wrong lenses on there. So that's how he's doing it. And it's all, we're actually connected via Zoom. And we're pulling in, you can show this one. There we go. So we're pulling in Zoom connected on the phone, and then this is actually being pulled in via HDMI into Livestream Studio. Is that making sense, everybody? Okay, so then comments. I actually always have your comments up here on this big monitor. Nobody say anything inappropriate, okay? So we've got Facebook here. I've got Periscope, and I use Broadcaster Pro for that. And then we've got YouTube over here as well. So I keep your comments up here so that I can always be aware of what you guys are saying. And I never want to miss any of your comments. All right, so let's keep going. Oh, Blackmagic Web Presenter. So I use the Blackmagic Web Presenter here at my desk, not for a regular show, but what I do instead is I actually use this for interviews. So what I do when somebody asks me to be an interviewee on their show, I connect the Blackmagic Web Presenter to my laptop through the live streaming studio system. And that way I can give them I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay. So that way I'm getting confused talking and doing all this, but this is why
so many monitors showing the same stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what is actually being shown? Because we've got like infinity thing going on here. So what I do is I use the Blackmagic Web Presenter so that I join other people's shows with this camera angle that you're seeing right now, as opposed to using my, I'm just giving away all my secrets. Yeah. As opposed to using my webcam or a Logitech camera to join somebody else's interview, then I try and give the best quality that I can. So that's how I'm using the Blackmagic Web Presenter. It's an awesome little device. It doesn't connect to every situation that I want it to, unfortunately, but it is an amazing little thing. And it's I think it's only I want to say it's like $300 to $500 off the top of my head, but I don't know if maybe somebody can clarify for that. Dave is asking what model microphone, so let's bring here we go. So this microphone is a Heil PR40. You don't have to use a Heil PR40. And by the way, we name everything. What is this name? Spider Woman. I didn't even know. Woman. Oh, Spider Woman.
Yeah, because I name everything. Well, I'm a Marvel snob.
He named all of our gear and he left Wonder Woman out of it. I don't know where to look because I'm on the whole side by side there. Okay, so that's Spider Woman, which I'm sure great too.
Yeah. But
Wonder Woman. Anyway, I'll get off my little soapbox there. So that's what we're using. And then we have light. We actually have very minimal light on my studio. We have a light here. We have a light.
They can't see it.
Wait, actually, I want to just do full screen there. Okay. So we have a light here. We have a light there. And then I'm using a ring light over there. And as you can see, that is my monitor where I can see what Philip is showing you. So that's what we call a confidence monitor. We also call that a preview monitor. And
it's hard to show
it is. It's very hard to show. Well, that is weird. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, hold on. I can fix. No, I can't fix that.
No, because it won't.
I really, yeah. So behind the scenes videos, hard to do. Okay, so anyway, that's the monitor. That way I see what you're seeing and I see my guest that way as well. So that's a really useful thing. So we have the big round light and that is actually dimmed. So we're not really using a ton of light in this particular studio because we're using the Blackmagic camera there. This is a Blackmagic studio camera. These things we freaking love. This is it's called the studio camera. And then we have a lens, a really good lens on there. And that is how we are getting the depth of field. People always ask us how we're getting depth of field. And I believe that's an 18 to 35 millimeter lens. I should have probably just double checked that. 35 millimeter lens right there. So go to the back of the Blackmagic camera and let's check that out. So this Blackmagic camera, it doesn't look like a camera. That is the camera. It has a monitor built into it. And so it allows us to, see what we're doing, what we're filming in a big monitor as opposed to tiny little monitors on most cameras. And then you have all the buttons there and you can mount it upside down or not, which is one of the things that we love about that as well. Yes, as Noel says, that was the confidence monitor is do I have spinach in my teeth monitor? Exactly. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. Do I have spinach in my teeth? Okay. So let's see what else in this studio. I guess we should go over there to the set now. So this is the studio set. This is what you see behind me in this view, of course. Oh, there's. No, so the blurred view, now it's unblurred for you. So we have Wonder Woman, of course. We have BB-8. This is full of just stuff that means something to me, which is what I suggest you do in your sets. And so we have Wonder Woman again. And then we have a bunch of robots because I love robots. And this book, this little book, thing. It's an antique box that I put a lot of my dad's books into. Now, these are books that meant a lot to him, and The Hobbit is one of my favorite books, so I put that. Then we have Doctor Who, of course, how can we not? And then we have books. Let's go down here. People are always asking me what books I read. So we've got some of these I have not read yet, but Essentialism is one of my favorite books to recommend as a business owner. Start with Why, Simon Sinek, total business crush on Simon Sinek. If I ever get to meet him, I don't know what I'm going to do. Lead with the Story, and the Productivity Project I've heard is amazing. So there's a lot there that I haven't read. And then over here, these are books I actually have read. Actually, Deep Work I have not read. I just picked up that via Michael Hyatt's suggestion. Living Forward is Michael Hyatt's book. And that one, okay, hold on. I'm going to me. Oops. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
You still hit the wrong button.
I still hit the wrong button. Go back to Living Forward.
Get out of the way.
The Living Forward is a book that actually kind of changed my perspective on business and in life. Highly, highly recommended. It's about creating the life and the business that you want as opposed to living and just seeing what happens. So that's a great one. Ask. Ryan Levesque, Ask Method, 100%. Go check that out. I am in his workshop or his course that just launched. Will It Fly, Pat Flynn. If you are just starting with your business, definitely a good read. This will actually tell you how to determine whether your idea is going to fly, essentially. So that's Pat Flynn's. So I have a lot of books back there that I've read. Oh, you're on the shot now. Get out of my camera shot. I'm just joking. I know. I totally forgot to tell you. Before the show, he was like, all right, so if you're showing the set, make sure you're only full screen on what I'm showing so that I'm not in the camera shot. I totally screwed that one up. Are you guys having fun with all my mistakes? All right, give me a big yes in the comments. I'm sure you are. Petra says BB-8 should be in every set. Absolutely. Steve Thompson is here, and Steve is the reason that I have the Doctor Who autographed picture. So Steve Thompson, I didn't even know you were going to be here. You rarely make it. So thank you, Steve, because that's one of my favorites ever. It's David Tennant. How could it not be? Okay. Joey says, is this all proprietary software or any of the software able to run on Linux? So the software that we use, Livestream Studio, is a PC-based software, and it is from livestream.com. So Linux, I believe vMix runs on Linux, if I remember correctly. Let's see. It's great to see you, Steve, as well. My computer's going crazy. Hold on. Holly says, love Wonder Woman. Me too. Okay, so I've got lots of questions from you guys. I'm going to keep going and then come back to some of the questions, okay? So let's head on over to David's studio. Now, real quick setup here. David is my partner in life and business. He actually does his own show, Geeks Life. That's why you don't see him around here at Live Streaming Pros very often. So he has Geeks Life, and Geeks Life, he geeks out. He talks tech, and so you're going to see a lot of geeky stuff over there. But also what he does is he actually does a lot of the reviews around here. He is the reason that Live Streaming Pros is at, always pushing the limits of technical stuff, of visuals, what we are doing. He works closely, and I work closely with our designer, Paul Dixon, on the actual the visuals of the show. But from an equipment standpoint, David is the man behind the scenes, making it really a spectacular thing and seeing what we can actually recommend to you guys. So, what he does over at Geeks Life often is kind of test some of this stuff and push it and what I'm setting all of this up for a reason because I'm just going to show you why I'm setting it up for all of this reason, because it's a freaking mess. David's studio is quite messy right now because he's reorganizing and putting some stuff to the test. And so he's got everything going on back here. But that's going to be his charging station. And he's trying to set himself up to do more reviews and more efficiently. So that's going to be a charging station right there. And then if you actually go to the desk piece, usually he doesn't have all the stuff on the desk. It's my fault. I brought him a bunch of stuff to organize. And that's his desk. So he sits and stares at, where's his he doesn't have he doesn't have a camera on at the moment. So actually what he's doing, I can tell you why he doesn't. So what he's doing is actually using his new Panasonic GH5 for his main shot over there. And so he actually records vlogs with that. And so that's in and out of the studio. But you can see he's using a Rode mic. Actually, not a Rode mic. That's funny. It has a Rode on it, but he's actually using the Audio Technica AT8035 mic. Oh, he's gonna kill you. Uh-oh. Philip. There you go. That's the mic that he's got. And so that's the AT35. And then over there, he has his computer station where he edits. And where he is actually, we're testing vMix at the moment. He's testing vMix at the moment. And then we've got, that computer is way down at the bottom if you go under the monitor. So this is a PC that we've got running there. He's actually putting in new graphics cards and all sorts of stuff on that computer. And yeah, so he has his 3 monitor setup and then his geeky set. Like, this is personality galore. So he has Captain America tattooed on his arm, and so his thing is Captain America. So you see a lot of Captain America on his set. And yes, DC versus Marvel. Oh well. And then there's our YouTube plaque for 100,000 subscribers. Love that. Popcorn machine, because I'm just going to leave it at that. Popcorn machine. And then, wow, I mean, he has so many cool toys and geeky stuff galore throughout this set. So it's actually something that you could dive into and find something new every time. Okay, Deadpool. Philip is Deadpool. Yeah, so anyway, those are some of the things that you guys see kind of in sets, but you've never really, well, if you've been around for a while, maybe you have, but yeah. So Scott says, I like Wirecast. So Scott, yeah, so Wirecast is an option PC or Mac. It doesn't run on Linux, I don't believe. Wirecast is a great one. We have a whole workshop about that. We love Wirecast around here. Let's see. Mike is asking, do you have a super duper quick computer? Yes, we have lots of them. We have lots and lots of super duper quick computers. Having a really great computer is absolutely massively important for your live videos to be a success. So real quick, if you want some more ideas and you want to see some of our own students, these are students who, most of them in this PDF that we have, this is a free PDF for you, that today's freebie. You can type, if you're on Facebook, you can type SET in the comments and you'll get this. Now, most of our students here have taken our SET workshop, which we go step by step through the entire process of creating your own set so that it has personality, and that, it creates the feeling and the professionalism that you want with your audience. But this Set Ideas PDF will help you get some additional ideas for yourself and see what can be done on a budget. If you're not on Facebook, you can head on over to livestreamingpros.com/setideas and still get that. So lots of people typing set. I do want to answer a bunch of your questions. So Richard said, I'm on level 4 but need some upgrades. There you go. Maybe I gave you some ideas for that. The Comm Coach, looking for suggestions behind my camera. Right, I read that before. Hopefully this gave you some ideas. Please let me know if it did. And yes, you did miss it. The software platform that we're doing all of this with is Livestream Studio. We use the HD51 specifically, but you can actually, if you have a PC already that's going to do the job, you can actually get the software itself. Okay. Yes, Kenny, we already like vMix. So one of the things, just so you guys know, because we have a lot of people who are, at level 1 and are just starting with live video. We also have an entirely different audience, and that's those of you who have been around live video for a long time and are, doing really professional level 4 stuff as well. So we have two very different audiences. And one of the challenges that we face is making sure that what we recommend works for the majority of people, not the super geeky people, because you can figure that out, right? But my job is to make sure that everybody watching is meeting success, is having success with their live videos. And so one of the things that we do is, even though we test like everything we possibly can, and we are super geeky around here, I don't let you get overwhelmed with all of the geekiness. We try and really break it down, make sure that what you're using for the desired outcome that you have is going to work for you, and you're not going to get overwhelmed. You're not going to get bogged down in the technical stuff, because to be honest, if you are just starting, I don't want you to have to worry about technical stuff. I want to make sure that it is as easy to get the results that you want as humanly possible. Obviously, it takes tech to do live video. It takes some tech, even if that tech is your phone, right? But it doesn't have to be overly complicated. So when we test stuff like vMix, for instance, like that I mentioned, that Kenny mentioned, our goal is to say, all right, how can we recommend this, or can we recommend it so that everybody, or the right people, are going to be able to access it, use it easily, and not be overwhelmed. So anyway, I say all of that because I want you to understand where we come from our recommendations. And if you haven't checked out our free training site or section on the website, you go to livestreamingpros.com and hit the free training button at the very top. That'll give you access to additional information about where you're trying to get to. Okay. So lots of questions. Scott, do you use Livestream to multicast to Facebook Live and other to save bandwidth? So we actually are doing it in-house at the moment through Livestream Studio, correct, Philip?
That is correct.
And we in the past have used Switchboard as well, and lots of our students use Switchboard for that process. Livestream has a cloud software or service for this as well. So like I said, we hop back and forth. We do a lot of different things at all times, just because we are always testing for recommendations for you guys. So at the moment, what we do is we use Livestream Studio for that purpose. Okay, so yes, Twin Challenge Toys. I am Callie Lewis, but not anymore. I used to be. So yes, my face looks familiar for that reason. But I use my real name now, Laria Petrucci. Thanks for that lower third there, Philip. Okay, so yes, that keyword set, guys on Periscope, if you're wanting the Set Ideas PDF, that's specific to Facebook by typing in the word set. But if you are on Periscope or YouTube, you can go to livestreamingpros.com/set-ideas and get that same PDF. Okay. Let's see. We've got Vesa, Dublin, and Ireland has Captain America restaurant. What? That's cool. Don't tell David that. He will be out of here. Oh yeah, don't tell him there are tacos either. that would definitely get him gone. Okay. What did you guys think? Did you enjoy this episode of Behind the Scenes? I certainly hope so. Oh, I told you I had a big announcement for you. So real quick, let me get to that. The big announcement is next week we are doing Community Week. So instead of about us, this community week is going to be all about you and your success stories and your story with live video. And I cannot wait to feature you guys. So what I've done is I've created an application for you to join me here on this show. Now, application sounds harsh because really it's just a formula. It's a way of me capturing the information that I need from you in order to feature you. So if you head on over to livestreamingpros.com/community, you'll get that application. So go ahead, and if you're interested in joining me next week for Community Week, then go ahead and fill out that application. Depending on the number of applications that we get, I don't know what we're going to do in all the details, but I'm going to figure it out. I want you guys on this show. So what I originally was going to do was Thursday, have just a bunch of people join me. But I really want to make it a whole week because you are the crux of this whole show. Like, you are why I do this. And I love hearing your stories. And so often I hear your stories, but the rest of the community doesn't get to hear it. And I want to know what you're doing. Like, we had Charles Folk on this week, actually, a student who went from 0 to 50,000 views per week just by doing live video. And he shared his story. And if you haven't watched that episode, go back and watch that. That is the last video on this page. So there's a lot of great stories out there, and I want to know, how you have accomplished what you've been trying to accomplish, and I just want to hear your stories. So head on over at livestreamingpros.com/community, fill that application out if you want to participate in this fun week of just of you and other people in this community. All right. Alan says, you're both very good on camera. The tech is easier, really. Yeah, I guess it depends on who you're talking to, whether being on camera or the tech side of things is easier. Everybody struggles with something, right? But that's what we do here. We help you break it all down and make it easier, whatever that problem is that you're facing. Okay. Yeah. All right. I think I've answered most of the questions. So if you have additional questions, feel free to, on Facebook, keep commenting. I'm around. I'll pay attention and I will respond. If you're on Periscope, go ahead and tweet me at Luria Petrucci, and I am always around there as well. So thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to get that Set Ideas workshop and that Set Ideas PDF. I'm sorry, I keep saying workshop, but you can grab the workshop if you want to. That's at livestreamingpros.com/set. That takes you step by step. But the Set Ideas free PDF is available just by typing Set on Facebook or Set Ideas at livestreamingpros.com. All right, have a wonderful day. We are here every Tuesday and Thursday, 10 a.m. Pacific, helping you use live video better, making it a great experience for your viewers. We will see you Tuesday. Or actually, we'll see you Monday probably.